Hey everyone, let's build the Creativity Toolbox by LEGO Super Mario. This is set number 71418, and it contains roughly 588 bricks, and this is a maker set. This is more like a Minecraft toolbox creativity or Minecraft crafting box or whatever, something like that. And I did something very foolish when I was unboxing this in a fit of rage. Well, that's it. So we're going to have to build from that mess right there. And some useless stuff. So I'm waiting for my tablet to charge up, so I have to use the phone. And that's pretty much where we're going to be working from. So let's get started here. So basically, this is going to be broken up probably into 2 installments. I don't know yet. Let's see how far we get on it and stuff like that. So let's get our hands dirty and dive right on in. First, it's a bedside unboxing. And second, this is the last set I got to do. So after this, that'll be it. So, well, we survived. We found the legs for bag 1. Let's see which way these go here. It goes like that. So it's going to be a little cluttered right now to work. And this is something that you should not do. Unless you want to get gutsy here. Because we got to go through about 600 bricks to find... We're building small stuff, so we're going to be doing all the small stuff first. Which is how usually these things go here. Alright. So yeah, it's cold outside. It's supposed to be raining this week, so hopefully we'll see that. They say it's gonna rain non-stop for like 5 to 6 days. And that's a little different for us out here. And that'd be a change. And I need to find 2 Technic bricks. Here's the deal. The point is to get the parts out of the box, right? The only way to get the parts out of the box is we're going to have to build each one of these figures. So when I see pieces, I'm going to put them on. And be thankful. I may need that blue arm. I'm going to pull that out. So, that's pretty much what it is. So this is the last of the required stuff that I got to do, and then hopefully we'll dive into that castle set, and that will be several installments. Well, I can't find more of those little blue Technic bricks. So how do we usually do that if we can't find something in a mess like this? Well, I'm going to go ahead and grab a container. Doesn't matter what number it is. I'm going to start pulling out all the blue pieces in here. So this will start narrowing things down, including those goofy tiles. And we'll just keep pulling until we're done here. And that's how I usually do it. Now see, I found it right there. So something's ticking against the wall here. I solved it. Alright. Looks like a tile with hole. And, okay, what do we do now? Same thing again. But I'm just gonna dump that back in there. I'm looking for a shoe glider plate and a thing. So I'm going to start pulling out all the red pieces first until we find the parts that we need here. All I'm finding is parabola dishes. So yeah, guys and gals, don't do this. It'll be, I mean, unless you're just using this for a random bin of parts. So far I'm finding a bunch of parts that I may need for other characters, but I'm finding stuff like that. There are 2 round pieces in here, and I have not seen either of them yet. All I'm seeing is parabola dishes and this stuff, that kind of stuff there. Okay, I found one of the pieces. Is that. So let me set that out off to the side. No, here it is. That's what we had to put together. So things are going to go a little slow here. Now I need a white piece. Here it is, so we can do that. I'm just going to line up all the tubes and stuff. There we go. And this sits in here. Not sure what that's about. And then well, since it's a dark cardboard color, I'm sure we'll be able to find the white pieces pretty easily in here. But if you notice, LEGO does play a cool joke. We build all the accessories first. If this was a paper manual, I'd just jump around until I'm done. And alright, so this is actually the front here. Well, that just came apart. And honestly, I can't wait to get these incomplete sets done so I can get them out of the way. Also, I really want to dive into that Queer Eye set as well. I want to get into that one. I got 2 more offers coming in, so I don't know when they're going to arrive. It'll give me about maybe 3 or 4 days to... Okay, we can't find it. Got to go through all the white pieces. Okay, there it is. I knew I would find it after I dropped it in there. But I just want to hurry up and just get to the really good stuff here. Okay, now we got to build a head. Okay, I may need that. So this is the only way to empty out the bin. Okay. Oh, I hear the choo-choo train. There's those eyes. I think we'll need those. I think I may need another one of those. And I'm looking for another one of these type of bricks here. Oh, there it is. Honestly, though, it looks like some random bin of parts. That's basically essentially what it is right now. And honestly, these sets, that's what they're good for. It's just random parts. Alright. And 2 little red bump things. Those 1x1 plates with bow. So we're going to start pulling out all the red stuff now. You notice I haven't done any of this big stuff yet. All these big bricks we're just ignoring. That's how it goes here. Because I was never expecting to get the building guides quite yet, because I was going to give them 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, I was going to toss the sets in the parts bin. No, some of you are probably thinking I was going to toss them in the garbage. No, I'm not like that. I'm not wasteful. Okay. I remember seeing a bunch of those quarter round tiles. And no, it depends on the order you're watching this in. I haven't got my computer yet, but I did order the parts. It'll take a few days to get here. Or I could have got local pickup and drove 3 counties over to get it, which would cost more than the gas is even worth. You know, well, out here gas is still like, it's finally under $6, finally. For how long, I don't know. You know, I've seen a bunch of those in here, but I can't find them anywhere. It's a nice dark blue. I may have to start pulling out the azure. This is dark azure. I'm going to pull out all that too. And quarter round tiles I don't have a whole bunch of. And I was dreading this set because I knew I was going to have to build all this. In fact, you think the iPad battery would charge up by now. Let me make sure it's being charged. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just pulling out all the types of blue. This is just gonna, we're just gonna eliminate probability of elimination. I think that's it. Yep, buried under big stuff. That would have took about a couple of minutes to find that one little piece, just so I could put it in wrong. Alright. Glad I pulled out the eyes. And I'm glad I pulled out the nose and the bottom part. So this piece is printed here, and this one on the bottom is not. And then this thing here goes on like that. I think I got it right. No, I didn't. Glad now they have the rotating manual here. Matter of fact, me building this is probably going to take longer than the manual is going to take to load. Alright. Okay, let's get those tiles in here. Yeah, so it's kind of sad though that my old PC died, but I finally got a new graphics card and stuff. I got everything ready to upgrade it for Christmas, except for another part that decides to fail. And you know, so that was probably the only thing though, you know, but I got a bunch of stuff for Christmas. Like I got clothes, a stuffed Pikachu, and I got a few poly bags, some tools and stuff like that. Okay, I think we actually got one thing done here. So he just sits like that, I guess. And that's it. So base here is supposed to go boing, 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 boing. That's all it is. So we don't know. We don't have the app, so we can't test this guy. I'm just trying to, let's see, are we on bag 2 now? So, bag 1 does this guy. So we'll set him over there. Bag 2 looked like it was a bunch of yellow stuff. So, we'll toss all that blue in there, and we're going to start doing yellow. I got to be careful because they're using cool yellow and regular yellow. Okay. Yeah, but the more we empty out, like you notice, I just pulled that to the side, so we don't ever have to worry about taking the parts from that again. Alrighty. And I'm still going to stick to my word on this one. These sets are not, they're not, the building guide's going too slow. Now I'm not writing about me hunting for the parts because that's my doing. But are we making a headstone here with a stud hanging off the side? Just think, we get rid of all this little stuff, we could do all the big stuff. Oh, that had to be printed. Matter of fact, that tablet was so dead, it's still not even, it just shows the little thing that says it needs to be charged further. Now I gotta go find the tiles. So guess what I'm gonna have to do? Start pulling out all the yellow pieces until we find it. And that's got a stupid goofy sticker on it. At least we don't have to put those on. So what I'm going to do is just start pulling out all these colors in here that we don't need. That's yellow. Until we see it. Well, I need a 1x2 flat tile, not that. In fact, I may just leave it in the colored bins. Yeah, this is kind of sad, so maybe that's it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And looks like this might be a door. Hard to say what that is. And let me guess, we're building duplicates, right? Let me just fast forward. I don't know, it's a little different. Alright, remember I pulled out a bunch of this, so let's dig in here. It's kind of like a mirror in a way, so I'm just going to look at the picture here and just kind of sink my head around this behemoth just so I can get it done. Sorry I'm not really a chatty Cathy. My brain's kind of tired, and doing this POS is not really something fun. As a matter of fact, I tripped over that castle trying to get this one out. That castle really wants me to build it. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mr. Castle, we can't right now. We have to do the required stuff first before we can do the gifts. Matter of fact, I got a bunch of good stuff to build. A couple of sets that I want to share with you that I can't do because, yeah, I'm doing this thing right now. More? Wow. Okay. I'm going to set that out because I may need that. Looking for a brick with stud. Pull out the cool yellow, I may need it. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of glad the holidays are gone. In fact, if you're watching this, this is still in 2022, so I don't know when I'm releasing it. I'm trying to get all these type of sets done here as quickly as possible so I can do the more exciting stuff that I want to do. I just kind of feel I'm obligated to, you know, like building some sets that are a treat or one thing. My goodness, I'm glad now I pulled that out. Alright, and I think I pulled out those two plates. Okay, there's one. I can see it, but I can't grab it because we can't build with the big pieces yet. We got to do everything with the small microscopic stuff first. Must be the mushrooms or something. I don't know. Yeah, I could tell it was the holidays. You can tell when a lot of people are not on YouTube watching content. I don't blame them. It depends on what kind of gifts. Is my tablet charged? No. Well, that thing must have been really dead. I got to be careful with the phone too. I don't want the phone to get hot. Alright, so we got that part done there. And then we got to stick some tiles on it. And it's all, you guessed it, small stuff. Alright. That I can't even pick up in the box. Now, I'm about this close to getting some sticky tape, so I can easily pick those up out of that bin. Alright, then I need 2 small tiles. As a matter of fact, since I'm filmed this, I haven't even released not one of these sets yet. Alrighty, so this is what they look like here. And I don't know if that's it or what. That's it? Seriously? Well, I have a feeling this is going to be a very short review. And guess what? We're going to have to build 2 more of these in different colors. So, well, let's get going on that one. In fact, it'd be easier to, if I had another device, just use 2 tablets and just do 2 builds at the same time. I know we're going to need that, and that's exactly what we'll need. I still get that occasional request from someone to wake up early in the morning to do something. And I'm like, why? You know, that's what work is for. I don't want to get up early unless I have to. And no, can you do this for me and that for me? I'm like, no, I'm off. I'm not. I need time to recuperate. My brain is in mush mode. It needs time to heal. Yeah. And so I'm like, oh no, you don't need to relax. I'm like, yeah, I do. Well, that's some yellow. Alright, I'm looking for another one of those valves. If I don't see it, I'm going to grab another container and do that. There we go. So far, you know, the build's kind of slow in terms of the building guide. I'm not going to grade on the mixed bag of parts. That's my mess. But I have to honestly say, though, putting 1 or 2 parts on per step is kind of annoying. And that's it. So put that over there. We got to build one similar to that, just a little taller. So, if anybody's ever messed around with some of those old Lego, like, what were those sets called? The basic sets. This is pretty much what this is. I don't know the retail price of this, as I'm waiting for the tablet to charge up. This is an overpriced Lego basic set, pretty much what it is. And I just realized I have my other tablet, the one that I repaired and restored. Could look it up on that one, huh? Let me pull out some of this pink stuff. We may need it. So, alright, another one of those. At least we're using some big bricks out of here. What about these big things? I'm kind of curious. 588 bricks, probably 60 bucks. Let's see here if I can see my other tablet. Jay, why do you have so many tablets? Because people give them to me and they're broken. And why throw away technology when I can repair them? So let's see here. And, you know, and I just hoard things up that can possibly be fixed. And I fix it, and then I have a new one. I think I have about 12 iPads, a couple of old iPhones, and all that other stuff here. All right, let's see here. What set number is this? We will never know. 71418. Well, Lego 71418. Let's see the retail price of this. Let's get our sticker shock here. And I'm going to say it's probably $55 to $60. I don't know. We will see. Oh, that's not bad. So this is $59.99, so it's $60 for basically basic bricks. So I would say that that's probably on the high end. Now, I was expecting this to be... How can I keep this thing from falling? Maybe that's fine. Don't move. I was expecting this to probably be $75. I really would have been cringing over the price. You know, some have said, "Well, Jay, why do you complain about it? You didn't buy it." No, but it's taken my time to put it together. I want to do something. That castle has been calling my name. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mr. Castle. I can't put you together now. Why? Well, because I got to put together some nonsense sets first that are just incomplete. I'm like, I'm sorry, but the fun stuff you got to wait for. It's like I've already had enough vegetables. When do I get my dessert? And then this goes here. Some people say I bitch too much. Well, I'd rather put together those Monkey Kid sets than this thing. But I thought maybe they would send me a complete product. Not incomplete sets with random parts. And that's pretty much what we make there. And then you just make both of these. Essentially what we just did. Probably another color in here because I've seen the same parts. And yes, we're going to be doing the same thing again, just in a different style. Isn't that cool? Forget about all these big plates. We got to do this stuff here first. So I'm going to start pulling out all the light blue that I can. And we'll start putting these together. Yeah, I just can't wait to get into building the backcountry camping. So I'm going to be doing tutorials a little differently next year. Not quite sure how I'm going to do them yet. If I were to do speed builds, a lot of people tell me they don't like them, and I look at the age range. Usually it's older builders who hate those. And speed build tutorials are really kind of useless. It's just for entertainment, just to get the extra views. I really want to try to make a channel strictly with speed builds. So essentially it's essentially the stuff you see on my main channel, but just set up for people who can't handle a 20-minute tutorial or maybe a 2-hour tutorial. So that's what we got there. And I'm thinking about just doing that and see if anybody complains about it, which probably somebody will. Jay, this is going too fast, and I'll just have a link. Oh, you want to see this? Go here. You know, or if you want to see the speed build, go there. I did do a speed build one time, and very few people were even interested. They were actually watching the long, lengthy video. But the reason why a lot of these guys do speed builds, if you've ever watched the speed build and you want to build what they're doing, you have to constantly rewind the video. And it builds up retention rate. So let's say you were to come in here and rewind this video several times. but still watch the whole thing all the way through. It gets you a higher retention rate. You know, that's how, you know, crudely, but YouTube punishes us for that. Because sometimes I'll skip through a video first, then I'll go back to the beginning and watch the whole thing. I just kind of want to get a preview of what's to come. And that's how YouTube is designed, you know, which is kind of silly. I have one video that's got about 300 to 400% retention because people kept rewinding it back and watching the same scenes. It's kind of weird, but that's how they do it. I mean, I've done that too. Okay, then we got to put a bunch of small tiles on here. Well, the rate we're going, we're going to not have any more little white tiles left to put on. And the Apple logo finally loaded up. Okay. I think bag number 2 just does the background. You know how you're walking through the levels and you see these things kind of in the background? That's essentially what this is. This bag is mostly focused on backgrounds. I can't remember how many bags there were. I think there might have been 5 or 6. And that's it. Those 2 things there. So that's essentially what we're doing now. Let me guess another one, right? And I'm going to wait till my tablet gets up past 1%. And no, we're building something different now. We're building 2 signs. Now, I have a feeling we're going to need these, and that's exactly what we're doing. We've got to build 2 of them. So, if you look for those printed signs in here, we'll be able to do that. Already got enough of those. I'm looking for one of those column knot bricks. I need this right here. Come help me find it. It's a mess. When am I going to build a terrain so I can get rid of this big stuff? Yeah, I'm already getting bored with the build, so the retention rate is going. Not because of the mixed parts. It's just basically we're making small stuff. So here's one of the arrows here. I gotta make one more. Okay, what happens when we can't find it? Let's get a bin and start pulling out all the brown parts and separate those. It's easier when you start pulling out the one color. For this looking very bright, fun, and colorful, this is just nothing more than just a, well, overpriced Lego Basics set. It's essentially what it is. Just with random parts that, if you don't have that starter course, that's what essentially it is. I've been thinking about including dates in these videos, but you may not be able to watch them for a week or 2. And that's what I was looking for there. Now I got one more piece to find, and it's almost the same color as the cardboard, so now I got to find that one. Actually, that sand yellow is pretty much the same color. So I need to find that sign now. There's 2 signs in here. They give you 2 signs. And I think that's just it. And we got to put in some round tiles in here. Alright, well, I pulled out a bunch of those, so I can just reach in there and grab them, huh? Oh, there's another one. They didn't want to see the stud logo on the top, so they had to crown that off. That's pretty much about it. And that's what you make there. Now, mind you, we're still in bag 2 yet. We haven't even moved. So now the next one is platforms. And it looks like we're building 3 of these. I don't know if they're joined together or not. Okay, we got to build 3 of these. So basically, it's just this 3 times. So now we're finally getting rid of some of the big pieces in here. It makes a nice little base too. Like I said, these are really good. This is more like a terrain pack with just these. So like these I could use for terrain. So these would never go to waste. Even this green cloud piece, this would make a great, like if you were to put some plants on top, like a little mossy area or something. That's what it kind of looks like to me. So, and basically that's pretty much what it is 3 of those. We'll set these over here. I should have just dumped them all on the table, but we're not going to do that. And I think we are done with... no, we got to do the same thing again. And let's see, which bag are we in? Okay, now we're continuing with bag 3. Okay, right when I turned on the iPad, it died. So now we're doing the same thing we did before, just in different colors. Start pulling out these colors now. So essentially the box is, it doesn't look like we put a dent in here, but it's essentially starting to empty out. So that's good. So yeah, we're just building all the backdrops right now. So bag 2 was backdrops. Whoops, that doesn't go on there. And bag 3 is essentially the same thing, a backdrop. But when I index it though, it'll be indexed accordingly. Looking for another 1x2 or a 1x2 flat tile. There it is. That's what we did. And we got to make 2 of these. I wasn't paying attention. Well, there we go. I'm going to have to make 2 of those now. That's not too bad because we already know what we need here. Yeah, I hope they don't send me any more of these unless they give me the starter course, because I'd really like to build something with a little bit more excitement than this. You know, like I can't tell you about the next sets. What I heard though, they're pretty good. So that's all I can tell you. Okay, this one here is pretty basic. Phone's getting mighty toasty. I may have to cool it off. Oh, may need that, huh? You know what? Just I'm watching the news, and I don't really like talking about this stuff on here. But man, I can't believe how some people are during Christmas. You think we have to make 2 of these. Did I already make one or did I not? No, I did not. Looks like I'll have to make another one of these. I wasn't paying attention again. Wait a minute. Maybe this was it. Maybe I just didn't do that. So we're just making backdrops. That wasn't too fun. Okay, 2 small ones, 2 big ones. And I only have 1 small one and 2 big ones, so I got to make another one of those small ones again. But you think with Christmas and all the holidays, you think there'd be nobody, you think everybody would take time off from causing chaos and violence and all that stuff, you know. watching the news, and my goodness, I couldn't believe the terrorist attacks in Ukraine. My goodness. I don't know what's going on. I'm just scratching my head like, why can't we just all get along? You know, let's all build, if we got anger issues, let's all build with Lego. Actually, everybody who's different, once we build with Lego, we're all pretty much the same at that point, but, you know, that's what we made there, so it's not too bad. And the next pieces are 2 rock pieces. So here they are. I'll pull those out. Like, those are going to be the hardest things to find. Now, we got to build 2 of them. So I'm going to start doing that right now. You probably won't see them off camera because that's what I'm doing here. It's how we roll. Let me put another slope on there. But I'm like, geez, you know, chill out on the boring stuff, you know. Everybody should just get along for the holidays. It was like that even in my town. Okay, you got to put a 1x1 brick here. I'm still missing a slope though. That's got a stud on the side. That's got another stud on the side. I need a regular one. And yeah, I'll keep. Some people don't like my opinions. I try not to bring. I try my hardest not to bring politics in these things, you know. But it's just like sometimes, why can't we just get along? Okay, I can't find it, so I got to get another bin here. And then we're going to have to pull out all the gray pieces just for 1x2 slope, and that's a pretty beefy part too. I'm seeing a bunch of the big gray stuff, like 1x2s, but I need a slope version of it here. We got rid of some of the big pieces, which is cool. But I'm still trying to get these done first. I haven't seen it yet. It's a very common part. I have a lot of those in my collections. It's not a big deal. I need to find it. And I haven't seen it yet. We were doing pretty good too until that piece came up, and it's not even a small part. Okay, there it is. So that took a while to find that. That goes there. And then this one goes here. And then we got to find 2 more. Put them on the other side here like that. Now be careful, you don't want to use the 1x1s with the stud on the side because that's not right. But see, what you want, you're going to put one over here and you're going to have 2 on this side here. So, you know, just take your time and don't do what I did and dump them all out. It looks good for the thumbnail. But then again, it's brutal. That's how I used to do them back in the old days. I started doing live streams on this stuff, but I still get requests for those. And I'm just, now with the computer being broken and all, okay, we got to put more on there. Alright, I got to place some more on there. More 1x1s. 1x1 brick mayhem. I hate when my hands are so big I can't even get them in the container, so I gotta just go in there and just play Operation, just do that. Use my fingers as hemostats and just go in there and pull it out. And then after that, we got to crown it off with some flat tiles. I'll just pull them out of the bin here. So, how's my tablet charging up? Not good. That thing was deader than a doornail, obviously, if it's not charging up now. I got one of these. Well, I don't even know if it's done or not yet. We just don't know. So. We got another one. Oh, that's a slope. Well, if we need them later on, we'll know where they're at. Let me check, see if we got any in here. Okay. Got that guy done. And this phone is getting hot. And the rest of them now, I'm going to shut the thing off. Let the phone cool down. Because now the rest of this is slopes. Just little 1x1 slopes. So if you have a small device, either you can put a fan on it or just turn it off when you're building stuff. That may be the easiest way to do it. This is pretty much what we're building here is mountain pieces. Now it told me that we're building another one, but I want to make sure here because, well, it was only, I can't even reach in to get these because all these big pieces are just crowding in the way. I mean, I think I see one there. So pretty much you got to do something like that. Let's take a look at the picture on the phone. Yeah. So nothing in the back. Just a hollowed mess. And that's it. You just make two of these. Oh, and I forgot these on this side. So let me turn off the phone. Well, I haven't seen any more of those yet. Seen a bunch of nose cones. Unless I put them all in the wrong place, but I'm missing 4 of those. If there was a bunch in this bin, I would have seen them. At least seen 1 or 2 of them rolling around, but let me turn this thing back. Let me make sure again. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Just turn that off there. So, I don't know. We're missing 4 of those. Let me dump them in a bigger container. Because my hands are too big to rifle through that. That's much better. And I don't see any more of those in there. So I don't know what they're talking about or what they've been smoking because I don't see them in there. If not, I'll grab them out of my personal collection. I got plenty of pink ones. And I've had that happen too, where Lego will send me, when I order a set, oh, it'll have the right parts, just not the right colors. Sometimes they'll make a boo-boo. See, I don't even see them in here. I don't think we used them for anything. So, Let me take a look one more time here and see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they shortchanged me 4 pieces because I don't even see them in there at all. So let me go find them real quick. I pulled all the great stuff out of here too, so that's odd. Let me go in my own personal collection and go get them. All right, you think I have enough of those? And yeah, that's in a Tupperware. I don't. You know, I enjoy the hobby. I don't enjoy sorting it and making it look pretty. Okay, there's 4 of those. That was weird though. They only gave me 3, and that was it. Or they gave me 4 of them just to finish up that one. So you get this set, be careful. Now at the end of the build, if we don't see them show up, then the score just gets docked down even further. Well, it's already a 0 because there's no way to really fully play it, you know. But there we are right there. All right. So just turn the phone off just long enough to do that. And this is what we were trying to build here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Where those were at, I don't know. And we're not done with bag. I think this is 3. Now we got to make 6 cloud pieces. Need a couple of these and some nose cones. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to go ahead and mass produce these real quick. And basically what that's going to do is just speeds it up a bit more. You can't see what I'm doing on it, but I'm just trying to show you as much as I can because the box is in my way. Once we get it down to about half the parts, it won't be too bad. Boy, that's kind of loose. Are they all like that, or is it just some? They are all like that. Yeah, this essentially is just a little gimmick set. It's like, cool, you get to build all this. Oh, you don't have the starter course. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for your money. Come again. And these sets have always left a sour taste in my mouth. You know, when... You know, just... Well, now this battery's starting to go dead. And we got to put the... Okay, does it go on the top or the bottom? And it goes on the bottom right there. Sometimes the arrows don't show, so just put it there. Oh, I know some of you told me, though, you watch these just to copy what I'm doing, so you don't have to use the silly app, and I try to show all the steps. So... PDF files are one thing, but this 3D stuff is not really good for your phones. I know that's the way we're going, but, well, essentially, well, I got to pick that up. I can't wait to get this out of the way, boys and girls, but there it is. Okay, I'm getting fed up with dropping these things. So basically, you just have to make 6 of these little cloud pieces. I'll just sit over there. And okay, guess what we're building? Remember those bases we built before? Yeah, we got to build 3 more of these. Why don't you just have me build 6 of them at that one time and be done with it? Alright. I mean, really, Lego. Dragging out the build, I see, huh? Well, at least we got rid of the 4x8 plates. Good for terrain, so that's pretty much what you have to make. And the stuff's starting to really fall off my counter. So I might be able to start moving things out of the box now. let's see where we go here from here. So at this point, I think bags 2 and 3 just do background stuff. And then, let's see here. Alright, let's set this out of the way. And then what we do is we're going to start taking these here. And then you just start setting these on like that. And we'll set a cloud on there. So yeah, this is, boy, that's really going to fall off, huh? That's not even on there very well. And they have one of these regular green ones here overlapping that. And a little blue one. So it looks like the backdrop of the Super Mario. So bags 2 and 3 are essentially the same thing. Small green one there. Still not going to make up for the set being silly as it is. This one goes here right in between that too. And then a blue one. And of course you can always come in here and change these up if you don't like the way Lego does it. I mean, it looks pretty. It's pretty colorful. Okay. And then we got an arrow that goes this way here. And then we'll shove that right here. Not too bad. So far, I'm literally bored with this set. I mean, literally I am. So, basically that's what we built there. Yeah. Okay, I had to let my phone cool off for a bit. Now we're back to doing more of this set here. And I can safely say, well, let's just keep it in the box here, and then we'll do a final assessment later. You know, just to try to get this stuff done here. Alright, let's get back into this. So now we're on bag 4. And this time we're messing with mostly tan. So I gotta just be confined on a cluttered area right now. So I'm trying to find a... Oh, we need this one right here. I don't know if that's Toad or what. Half the time I don't even know half these characters. Sad thing is I know what most Pokemon are versus this. Oh, what a waste of a good or a spring green tile. It's right underneath there. I need a rocker bearing plate that's tan. So hopefully I can get this. I think I'm going to just gun it and get this one thing done in one sitting. The reason being is so I can just get it done in a hurry and just be done with it. Be done with this nightmare. You should never feel like that about a Lego set, but it's not like building the castle or anything like that. Alright, let's stick that in there. And then do one of those white round waste of times. That round tile that has the print on it. In fact, I gotta find that one. It's round and it's white. And I don't see it in here. Do I have to fish another bin out? I see a half round. Alright, well, that's exactly what I'll have to do. Let me get another bin here and start pulling out all the white pieces next. And yeah. So, the instructions are slow. I'm getting bored of this set already. And somebody like myself who has ADHD and all, this is not too, well, for better terms, thrilling and exciting. Well, if I don't have that piece, or maybe, oh, there it is, it's hidden in there. We don't have a lot of white pieces left anyways. So now that goes on the top here. Does it really matter, or do I really care? That's what it looks like. And then a couple of these here. Okay. Alright, that's right, we pulled all the brown pieces out of that, huh? So we can just set that right on there. Well, that fell on a very dark floor. I'll tell you, I'm never gonna, they dangle Super Mario sets in front of me again. I'm just gonna happily just ignore it. Or just accept them and just take them for the parts. Okay. Some kind of brick thing. Oh, he sits on this. Okay. And that's essentially it. Right there. Okay, now it's telling us that you can go in here and go boing, 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 ding, 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 ding. That's pretty much what it is. So this bag here's got a lot of stuff to build for bag 4. Oh, fun. Guess what we're going to have to build next? A bunch of flowers. I'm being serious here. I may just split this thing off right now after I get done with this. I thought, oh, this shouldn't be too bad. I didn't even scroll down all the way, so basically you got to build 8 of those in different colors. So we already got one done. I'm just debating if I should just gun this thing and be done with it. Just get it out of the way. I may do that. You know, get some coffee or something. What am I saying? I don't even drink coffee. Maybe it's not a bad time to start, huh? Just drink some coffee and just get it done. So I can get to the castle on that Queer Eye set that I want to put together. A lot of those I want to put together just for the parts. I got one thing dying and this one's starting to die. Oh, my goodness gracious. What's with all the tablets and stuff just failing today? I'm going to need the red ones. Oh, wait, hold on, let me just turn that off. Because they're the same thing. Why am I wasting my battery on that, huh? And I got a wireless charger, so it doesn't do me any good. You know. Okay, we need red ones too. So I need one more red and one more flame orange. Let's pull that yellow piece out of there. Okay, see this one here. Well, I'll tell you one thing though. I can't wait to rip the parts out of this set. Goodness, you know, I could... You know, I hadn't even started that campground yet. Just imagine all the enhancements that I can do with it now. I mean, I started the layout. Remember that quick update I did? And that was it. I didn't do any more. That's when the Lego set started rushing in, and I just couldn't keep up. Alright. Okay, the flowers are done. And I just need to look at one here. Okay, now we got to make 8 little mushrooms with these red parabolas. So I got to make 8 of these. So, yep, I'm going to say that this set here, oh, there's one of those slopes right there. So now we're missing 3 more of those. So I'm going to safely say, well, there's 2 of those now. I just need 2 more left. That this set here is officially wearing me down. It's boring. This is boring. Like I said, I'm not grading for the mix of parts. I'm just grading for the guide. Are we building, is it getting repetitious? Yes, it's getting repetitious. It's getting boring. We're building multiples of the same thing. It feels like now we're not making any progress. It is what it is. I'm rifling over other pieces right now. You know, I really don't care about that. Why are you messaging me that for? And I could be working on no, actually not working on a building. I could be in bed right now. I can use some of these type of slopes. Cool. Well, it won't do me any good because I'm too busy building this. Yeah, guys and gals, if you want something depressing to build, yeah, this is more just an overpriced Lego Basics set is what it is at this point. So we had to stop what we're doing to build 8 of those. I'm going to keep all the foliage stuff here because I have a feeling we're going to need it again. Okay, we got to make 4 of something else. Take one of these, take 3 of these, and you take one of these. We'll mush it on the table here to flatten all the parts out, and then you stick this cloud piece right here in the middle. And I think, I don't know, let me look at the building guide here. Okay, you have to stick it down here. So we got to build 3 more of those. Well, I've already made it this far. I think we're about halfway done. It's not even 3 o'clock yet. But now, well, now it is. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and what am I doing? Making plants. Sometimes you can just tell in the tone of my voice that I'm excited to build a set. This is not one of them. Like I said, if I had the interactive figure, it wouldn't be too bad, but this is just... I can't wait till somebody comments and says, boy, you really are depressed building these. I'm like, yep, that's pretty much what it is. Another one of those. At least the parts are going down, huh? At least we're not really looking at a bunch of parts. Alright. Oh, there's the last cloud piece right there. That's it. Went ahead and make 4 of those little boogers. And let's see here. May have to plug my phone in. Yeah, let me go get let me get a charger real quick and plug this phone in here because I sure don't want that dying and have to wait another 30 minutes for this miserable thing. I mean, I can sugarcoat it and tell you I like this set, but that would be lying to you. I'm not a liar. Gotta do that there. And then there's a tile. I think that's that cool yellow one that we saw. We've got a bunch of yellow pieces we still really haven't even tackled yet. So that's essentially what it is. Yeah, I'd say this is a morph between a basic set and a Minecraft set. I like that little box though. Just so we can throw a goofy tile on the top of it. That's essentially what it is. Let me guess, you're going to tell me to put the Mario figure on it. That's pretty much what it is. Let me just click that real quick so I can just check it off my list. So, essentially what you do is you would just go boing, 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 ding, 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 boing, 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 boing. That's pretty much what these do. So, yeah, let's do the next ones here. We got to build some plants. Okay. I need to start setting these in here. At least with this, I don't have to worry about the parts rolling off. So, but yeah, this is really not a fun set to put together. I'm kind of bored with it right now. It's the last one too, so now you know why I was kind of holding out on this one. This was not a. This is really a winner here. Well, Jay, don't you have any more of those city sets? Nope, those were all gone. No more city sets. So we're basically building just two trees here with like propane tanks. You'd see on one of my campers, the deluxe edition version. So there you go. Pretty much it is what it is. I may just stop here for a bit when we get done with this section. I'll brush my teeth. Get ready for bed. Just be done with it. I'm going to stay up. If it kills me, I'm just going to do this all in one sitting. This may be a long rant video too, so just to get it out of the way. Well, I really can't wait to get into that castle set. I'm taking these are going to be used for the larger trees too. So we just got to make two of these. Let's fast forward through this here. And of course the app is being slow. I had a few of you comment though saying when you were doing the mission sets they were slow. And we got to do two larger trees. Let's see here. So basically one step did these. Right here you got two large ones, two small ones. Great for micro builds, but nothing useful for what I need. Alright. Goes like that. Alright. Trying to think. I'm also trying to compile notes in my head about my ambassador story, how I got accepted and stuff. So I'm trying to think of, how did I get in it? You know, what did it take me to get in there and get accepted? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I made a mistake. Okay, you gotta stick these on there first, my bad. Whoopsie. Flip them upside down, and you have to put them like that. This is exactly what you do. Turn off the Easy Bake Oven. That's what the phone feels like right now. It feels like one of those Easy Bake Ovens. And no, I never had one of those. Alright, and I think this goes on top, but it doesn't fit all the way on there. Must have not have... Oh, there we go, like that. So that's what they look like. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just kind of... I think just the whole set is just a sour build all around. Very sour. Okay, that's it. The one step is just those. And the iPhone would tell you what percentage your battery was on these. We don't have to do that. And then that's it. And we still got plenty of parts in here left. Not a whole lot, but we still got white and all this stuff, and that takes care of this one here. So I'm assuming that this is probably bag 5, or are we just putting together more scenes? Oh, that's... Well, we're revisiting old friends. So let me move this out of the way here. Take that. And we got a sub-step instantly. Yeah, I cannot wait to get this little turd out of the way. You made me stop what I was doing to do that? Just to put that on there. Alright. And then we got to put a flower in there. Okay, we'll do that. I think it goes right at the edge here. Maybe I'm putting it on backwards. There we are. Okay. Next one, please. Okay, we put a large tree over here. Small little bush here. And don't worry, we'll take a closer look at him in a bit here. Well, let's see here. So, that's essentially what we did there. Next. Okay, the tree goes here. And this bush goes here. Now, while some people are snowed in and all that stuff, I'm doing a Super Mario set. Alright, so basically that's it right there. Alright, let's see what's next here. And basically it's showing us, Now, after we did all this work, it's telling us to take it apart in a video. To rearrange the scenes. And you know what? I am not ripping that apart again. I think that was just a demonstration. So, could I finish this up tonight? You know what? I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and part ways. Only the fact that this is very boring, and I just kind of want to stop here. So there'll be a second installment. I can't really take any more of this set right now. So really what we're doing here, this is going to be our summation of the show, or this installment, is first off, it's a very boring build. I mean, I built city sets that weren't this bad. So I just grab a container. I'm going to put all these in here real quick. I don't lose any of this stuff. Although it won't break my heart if I did. And let's put all the loose stuff in here. Okay, the scene stuff goes all in here, which is pretty much everything. And we'll have to come back with this in the next installment. And, you know, you can probably tell how bored I am with this. This is not really up my alley, but I think it's just an incomplete set and I just can care less about it. So in this installment, we just wrapped up bags 1 through 4. Matter of fact, let me see here. I don't know, we're waiting for the guide to load up. Okay, so the next installment, we'll start with bag number 5. I think there might have been 8 bags, I don't really remember, but I can't take any more of this. So that's it. I think that's where we'll stop at. Next installment, we'll continue on with this.